What if the moment you feel like quitting is actually the moment you're closest to a breakthrough? What if the dip you're in right now isn't failure, but the final test before everything shifts? Most people give up, not because they're weak, but because no one ever taught them how to rest without quitting. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain on what's really going on when your progress stalls, your motivation disappears, and that inner voice starts whispering, maybe this just isn't worth it anymore. But here's the spoiler. It is. And this episode might be the one that keeps you going.
Keeps you going? If you need a pep talk, you're already done. Real strength is grinding in silence.
Oh, hey, Max is here. That voice right there, we all have our own version of him. The troll in the back of your mind, your comment section, your peer group, or even your own family. Those who show up the second things get hard, but not to extend a hand, to point out your failure. The ones that mock your progress, that question your effort, that tell you it's all pointless unless it's perfect. You know that voice. And since I can't get rid of him, I figured, why not embrace him? So today, for the first time ever, I'm confronting Max effort head on. Not just for me, but for all of us. Because if you're going to keep going, you need to learn how to deal with the noise, the inner critic, the push culture, the all or nothing mindset that says rest equals weakness. Let's talk about what it really means to not quit, even when max effort is screaming in your ear. So let's dive into it.
You're listening to the Health, Tech, and Wellness Podcast, where we cut through the noise and get straight to what really works for real people. This is more than just losing weight. It's about gaining life and doing the things you never thought you could do, building lasting confidence and creating a body and mind you truly love. I'm your host, John Adams. I've spent years refining a transformative, sustainable plan that's realistic, balanced, and proven to work. And I'm on a mission to share the strategy that changed my life and help others build the life they truly deserve.
Welcome to episode 27 of the Health, Tech, and Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, John Adams. And today, let's talk about those 4 words that we've all whispered under our breath at some point or another. I want to quit. And yeah, sometimes it feels like quitting would be easier. And if that's where you're at right now, you're not alone. You're not broken. You're just human. And there's more on the other side of this moment than you think. Every journey has a dip, that messy middle where your motivation dries up. The scale won't budge. Your inbox is piling up with work or with things that you have to do. And everything feels heavier than it should. You know what that is? That's not failure. That's resistance. And resistance always shows up loudest right before the breakthrough.
Or maybe you're just weak and it's time to tap out.
Or Max, maybe they've been pushing hard for months and forgot that rest is part of growth. Living 95 isn't about quitting. It's about learning to pause without giving up. That's where sustainability starts. Here's a question that I've had to ask myself multiple times when I get into a dark season. If I quit now, what am I teaching the future me? Quitting feels like relief in the moment, but regret doesn't hit all at once. It sneaks in months later when you realize you gave up on the version of you that didn't need to be shamed. They just needed to be supported. So next time, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what would progress look like if it wasn't perfect?
Progress? If you're not giving the 110%, you're losing.
Nah, Max, if I burn out, I lose. This isn't a race. It's a lifestyle. And the ones who last are the ones who learn how to pace themselves. So here's the truth. Most people don't quit because they're lazy. They quit because they're tired of feeling like they'll never be enough. Tired of the applause only when the results are extreme. Tired of expectations that they never agreed to. Tired of chasing a version of health that was never sustainable in the first place. But listen, you're not behind. You're building. Every single day you don't quit, you prove that you're showing up for something deeper than a number on a scale or a like on a post.
Motivation is for amateurs. Pain is the only teacher.
Pain might teach, but it doesn't mentor. You know what does, Max? Consistency, grace, and showing up even when no one's clapping. Let's be honest. Sometimes quitting sounds really good. So when that moment hits, I want you to do 4 simple things. Number 1, and this is going to sound very strange, but say it out loud. I want to quit. What's that sound like? Because hiding it gives it power. Number 2, then I want you to name the real reason. Is it exhaustion? Comparison? Is it fear? Bring it into the light. Stop hiding it. Stop giving it power. Then number 3, ask what version of quitting is actually rest. You don't want or need to stop. You just need to rest. Number 4, anchor to your why. I mention this all the time in previous episodes and to people when I talk to them on a regular basis. You need your why. And no, it doesn't have to be a perfect one. It just needs to be a real one. Something like, I want to feel like myself again. Or I want to be here for my kids and my family. That's your comeback fuel. Whatever made you start this journey, it still matters. Even if you feel stuck, even if no one notices, even if you're holding it all together with sheer willpower, don't quit. Pause and recenter and take one more step.
This podcast is soft. Get back to work.
Go ahead and scream it into your dumbbell, Max. We're doing something better. We're choosing balance in a world addicted to extremes. And that's real strength. I'll see you in the comment box, Max. And hey, thanks for helping the algorithm push the Living 95 message. With all your thumbs downs and your troll energy in the comments, we appreciate the traffic. But for the rest of us, if this episode hit home, send it to someone who's ready to give up and let them know they're not alone. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment and let Max Effort know you're done listening to him. And while you're at it, check out living95.com. It's down in the comments. You'll find all kinds of tools and stories and support that'll help you keep going. Because here, we don't quit. We recalibrate. And I know this episode's been a little different, but I've been hearing from a lot of you lately. People who are feeling the urge to just quit. Not because they're lazy, but because every slip, every single slow up, it feels like they're being judged. So I wanted to address that head on. And in doing so, introduce the show's new resident troll, Max Effort. He's loud, he's obnoxious, and he's gonna represent the haters we all have to deal with. The critics in our heads, and sometimes in the comment section. And yeah, don't be surprised if he shows up in some tech videos or other content too. Because let's be real, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So buckle up, stay focused, and enjoy the ride as we continue to go over everything that you need to keep moving forward. And as always, stay healthy, stay balanced, and keep driving forward. I'll see you next time.